a waffle cone, spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This game circled this week. Two of the best teams so far squaring off here in Week 5. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. His first pass falls incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be 2nd down.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Jack, hurt! Hurt!
Third and long for him here. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
He's got it at the 24. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Around 29-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Penix now on 1st down. He rolls to his right. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down. Well, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
Whole squad
still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down.
Here we go. 19, start.
Here's a design run. In some space around midfield. And he crosses midfield before going out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
On first down, here's Penix. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Penix here from the gun. He's going deep. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that's
Yeah, that's cool.
Stop things before they can get it to the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Warriors 70. 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 20.
Airing it out to start this drive. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Irvin here from the gun. He's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
19 tight. Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Taking a chance to the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's second down.
I love that. No, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Sends this to the end zone. Another kick bounces off their hands in the end zone, Brock. Back-to-back chances to escape the field, and they dropped both interceptions.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Dragon 60. 2. 60 Vikings. 60 Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Here he goes, third and long. On the move, headed right. Going deep here for the end zone. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Coughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Staying with Robinson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
as that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Third and long. They're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. There he goes, right sideline. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers break the tie here in the 1st. They have him back there because of what he can do with even the smallest sliver of daylight. And for my money, Brock, there aren't many plays more exciting than seeing a punt return for a touchdown.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? The playground back in the day, right? You play tag, and you just can't get to that guy. He's just making you miss. Whether it is, I don't know, Devin Hester, Dante Hall, the human joystick, or Cordero Patterson, those elite guys, you just can't bring them down.
So after giving up the punt return score, Brock, let's see if they can answer on a different type of return. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Looks away from one. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down. Man in motion, headed right. Give here to the motion man. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Ready, play.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves.
First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every whole home run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Ready. Drop 60, drop 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Air it out on 3rd. Gets this one to London. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready. Rocco 80. Ready.
Sign quarterback run here. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 2.
50 Lions.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
60 Eagles, Cowboy 80. 19 tight, 19 tight. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
They're throwing it. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Drake London with the touchdown. Koo on now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Falcons tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Rig alert, rig alert. Cougar 19. Ready, ready.
Line begins with a run by Irving. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
From the set.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Set.
Once again, Irving. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
60 back.
He's dropping back to throw. Chased out to his right. That's complete downfield to Godwin. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Well, they will certainly take that kind of passing from the rookie out of Miami as he gets them the first.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
19, 18. Hey, that's your man, that's your man.
1st down, play action. Forced out to his right. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
10 through 11. Let's go. 70, 19, charge.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That one connects. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Ready up.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Irving does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Panther 60.
And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get some late points and the lead. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it ends there, but a very short field awaiting them. He's out on the opposing side of the field.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Throwing now on first down, Penix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Falcon first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
They've got first down here from the 36. From the shotgun, Penix. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think my favorite part is the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments and flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Buckets, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
Penix working from the gun. Cut out left. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. To the air with Penix. Getting out to his left. And that one's picked off in the end zone, but no, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds. So now on 4th down, the Falcons elected to send Younghoe Koo after the field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Koo able to put it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick. To have that confidence built, that's important.
So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out.
6 yards.
Gain of 26 yards there. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
At the 39-yard
You know,
line.
Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Warriors 70, 18, 5, Mustang 19. 60 boxes, 60.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Whistles, and the offense just sneaks in that timeout, and they're going to get a chance to put up points as a result before halftime. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Things going well so far. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
That's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Mikey 18.
Here's Penix. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch. Racing down the left side. And he's going to get this down to the 9, and that puts him in goal to go.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Cougar 19.
Here's Robinson. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer. And now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Robinson. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. No gain for them on 2nd and goal, and now they need 8 on 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Go. Bronco 80. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos.
Rolling from the gun here. Buys time, rolling right. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Koo able to put it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on the 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
To give to Irving to start this drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 35-yard line.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Working now from the gun. Catch made left side by Abuka. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. And goes to the hurry up here.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. Brought in downfield by Otten. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
Trying to throw this from the gun. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Let's go now.
Here's the give to Irving. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Third and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Finds some space. He's past the 30. And that's where they'll begin the drive following his efforts. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Penix now on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap. We give to Robinson. We'll couple together a yard there. Christian Harris on the stop. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Throw here, 3rd down. Finds his back, it's Robinson. We'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort That defensive front who contained a play, it typically goes for a whole lot more.
Penix here from the gun. And this one is launched downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cut it to 1 late in the third. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns, too, just like he showed off.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 79 Brock.
They'll throw to begin this drive. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and check downs, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Ready, ready.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 6, ready.
He's going to throw this one. Finds Ibuka. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bucs have the first.
Ready, set.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
60, Mustang 19.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It remains tied after 3, so we're going to have to decide things in our 4th quarter.
On the ready.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
18 Rattler.
They'll throw it. Throw left side, caught by Shaheed. And they'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Start.
Sticking to the air here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Come on. Hey, Dragon 6, Cavity Lions.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Going all the way to the end zone here. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 4. We knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this. They were throwing for there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it. They're going to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Penix now to throw. Pressure's there, and the Bucs got it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's at the demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Penix finds him over the middle. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
From a great look to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey!
Another carry for Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Ready?
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
19. Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Line up the design keeper. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning for them to use, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Robinson on the inside give. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Falcons going for the win here. Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Tight end in motion left. He's back to throw. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. On 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
Kyle Pitts. A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 4th down.
Younghoe Koo out for the field goal. Pressure hanging over this kick. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash.
Kick is good.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. It's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick. Those defenders, hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Back to throw. To his wide out, it's a screen. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Cowboy 80.
Setting up to pass. Trying to push deep downfield. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now to throw. Escapes the pocket. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down.
That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. On the move, headed right. Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Upping the pace here as the clock continues to run. One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. A well-earned win for the Falcons. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. Pick your meat click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen,